y'all. My name is Pam and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a hot minute. I'm so sorry. This is kind of late coming out. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are a returning channel family, welcome home. I hope you are having an awesome Sunday. Today is, let's see, what is today? Today's the 24th of August. Sorry. It's still pretty early here in San Antonio. It's 7:30 in the morning, and I know I'm late coming out with a video. Sorry, I got sidelined with the creeping crud here. So I sound a little rough, and I do apologize for that. But at least I feel like I'm alive today, so it's pretty good. So I thought I would just, so sorry. Thought I would just film a quick little whip and chat this morning. My plan for today is I'm actually I still don't work today, so today was my third day off, and oh my god, I needed it so bad. So, I think I'm going to, once my husband is up, I'm going to go upstairs and probably do some recording today. So I'm so sorry, my next few videos are going to sound pretty messed up. I'm so sorry. But I will do the best I can. And we will get through this. So, I hope y'all are having an amazing day. It's supposed to be raining here today is what I hear. Which would be good because it'll cool it off, because your girl is sick of being hot, that's for sure. So it is, like I said, it's pretty early here. I'm the only one up right now, so I thought this would be a good time just to do a quick little whip and chat and just say hey and kind of catch up a little bit. I am where I'm downstairs, where I usually just work on whatever I'm working on at the moment, and I'm still working on this crystal canvas from Coodeals. I'm almost finished. I'm just working in this section right here. This is all done across the top. It's done here. This section's about halfway done, and then I'll just have this piece over here, and I'm going to be finished with it. It is a 50 by 50, and it is an all crystal canvas. It's actually the first all crystal canvas I've done. So I'm kind of, oops, here, let me move this light a little bit. Sorry about that. I'm kind of liking it. It's, yeah, I'll talk a little bit today about what I have liked about it and what I haven't. So yeah, so let's work on this. Let me grab my pen. This pen that I'm using today, it's just a little basic pen. You know, it's funny, I have pens that I have paid so much money for, and then I have pens I've got on Amazon or Temu that I didn't pay a lot for. I tend to use those more. I actually think I bought this on Amazon. Pretty sure I bought this on Amazon. And my little Forever Young trace. Excuse me, I'm gonna drink. I'm so sorry. And yeah, this was a round drill canvas. So yeah, so I'm working on this section here today. I think I should probably be able to get this section here finished today, and if I'm lucky, move over here to the other side, because I am ready to get this done, because I need to start my next big canvas. Is going to be in September. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Here you go, Shiva, baby. Here, move. Here. I'm planning on doing the Drills and Chills event for September and October, and I have already got my canvas picked out, and I just need to start kitting it up, but we can't start working on it until September 1st, so definitely I would have this finished by then. So that'll be cute. I'll have to show it to y'all when I get it started. So, how's everybody been? What's going on with you guys? You working on anything? Do you have any events that you're working on or anything that you're going to start? I have been, sorry, let me get my bearings as to where I'm at. Here you go. The drills and chills that I'm going to do runs through September and October. And then I think in November they usually start jingle drills. I don't know if I'm going to do that this year or not. I did it last year. And honestly, I still have the canvas I was working on last year for jingle drills. I didn't finish it. It was so big and I was working so much. I just really didn't get time. I don't even think it's halfway done yet. So I don't know that I'm going to do that one again this year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I may just see if any of the channels that I do frequent have any kind of like just Christmas themed stuff going on. Oh, there's a cat hair right here. There. And I just may do that instead of a big event. But we'll see. Sorry. I was like, yeah, so I don't know. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with that. I've got tons of Christmas stuff. I really kind of would like to finish the Christmas one that I was working on last year. It's really pretty. And I would like to finish it, so I may just work on that instead. But we shall see. This canvas has been interesting. I like it. And I'm glad I did it. Would I want to work on an all crystal canvas all the time? I'm going to have to say the answer to that's going to be no. The drills are a little bit trickier to pick up, but special drills usually are. The drills themselves have been mostly uniform in size. And I don't think this is any shade against Coodeals. I love Coodeals. It's one of my favorite low budget companies. That's like my bougie low budget, I love Coodeals. So I don't think that's any shade to them. I think it's just the nature of the diamonds. They're mostly uniform in size, but every now and then you do get like one that's a little bigger and one that's a little smaller. The ones that are too small, like, I don't know if you can see it, like this little teeny one, like right here that I'm kind of pointing at. What I'll do is I'll kind of like push those off to the side, and if I find a place where I've had like some big ones and then I want something smaller, I'll stick that in there. Or I'll just won't use that one. I have also found, oh, this is good now that I've got you up here. So, mostly they lay pretty flat. So what it looks like, okay, like when you pick them up, right? You see in the back, it's like a flat, sorry, I'm trying to see where my camera is. It's like a flat silver in the back that you just like stick onto the canvas like that. But every now and then I have found some, let me move this little guy off to the side so you can see it. So right there, can you see where I'm pointing? You see how that one is, it's not flat in the back. It's kind of like a pyramid shape in the back. And it's shaped like the crystal should be, but it's the silver part in the back. You obviously can't put this on the canvas. It's going to be upside down, right? Because the crystal's back here. So these are trash. You can't use them. So I have found quite a few of these. And it's been in more so in in like 2 colors. And this is one of the colors I have found more of them in. So far, I don't look like I'm in any danger of running out of drills. So I'm not too arsed about it. But I just think it's weird. But it hasn't been a problem. But just, I thought it was funny that they were shaped wrong. It was weird. But they've given me plenty of diamonds, so I don't think it's going to cause me to run out. But not a lie, when I first started seeing a whole bunch of them, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have enough to finish because I'm having to scrap so many of these. But that hasn't been the case. This canvas is awesome, and it's super sticky. I'm so sorry. It's super sticky, so I haven't had any issues like that. It's just the sizing. The sizing of the drills is a little weird. But they're mostly uniform. And I've been able to tuck the little small ones in places and still use them. But this canvas has had quite a bit of confetti in it. I think it's one of the things that's taking me so long to finish it. But, you know, to be expected, there's a lot of plants and trees and what have you in here. But it hasn't been too awful. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm gonna be glad to be finished with it. And I'm gonna be glad to say that I've done one. Yeah, I'd probably do it again, but probably not for a little while. I want to get back to regular drills. I haven't had too much trouble picking them up, but I tried using initially, because what I usually do is I usually use wax in my single placer, and I use putty in my multi-placer. All of my putties were not working. It was too sticky. I would grab onto these drills and it wouldn't let them go, and they wouldn't stick to the canvas. It was a mess. So I'm like, okay, I can't do this. So I switched to using just wax in both, and which, you know, was good because you girls got so much wax. I could use nothing but wax for the rest of my life and never run out. I got so much of it. So that's been okay. The only bad thing about it is the wax, because, you know, they put, like, I didn't know this until somebody told me. They put kind of a little coating on these drills that keeps them from sticking together, which makes total sense after she told me that. And that's what gets on your wax that makes your wax lose its sticky fast. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. So I was just having to change my wax all the time. You know, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but, you know, it is what it is. So that's what I've been using, is just wax. And then I was talking to my friend Sandy the other day, and we were talking about wax and putty, etc. And her channel, is sorry, I can't count and talk at the same time. Her channel is Bayou Shit Show, and I'll put a link to her down in the description part of my video, because she was telling me that what she uses earplugs. I'm like, what? Earplugs? And she's like, yeah. She goes, it's these silicone putty earplugs. And I'm like, okay, I have never heard that. I have heard of people using putty, wax, glue dots, blue tack, etc. So, but I've never heard of anybody putting earplugs in their pen. And she's like, no, for real, these silicone earplugs. So I go looking on Amazon and I find them right away. And I'm like, okay, well, Amazon Prime to the rescue. I ordered them. They were here the next morning. And I have been using it ever since. And Sandy, thank you very much, because where has this been my whole life? Oh my God. I'll probably never buy other putty again. This is amazing. I find it the closest that I can think of in texture to what I've seen recently is if any of you have ever used, especially the newer Diamond Art Clubs, and they started putting out that, quote, clear wax or clear putty that they offer in their toolkits. It's almost exactly like that. I don't even think you can see it in the back of my pen because it's just clear. I have found that I still prefer just a regular wax here, but in my multi-placer, this stuff is awesome. It is amazing. You don't have to check here. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna show it to you. So our props give her complete credit. I give Sandy total credit for this because I never even heard of this. So this is what I ordered, and they're these Max silicone putty earplugs, and they look just like this. Is how they come, and just like a little soft plug. What I did with it was I put it into a little plastic thing where I keep like just some wax that I'm working with now in here, and I took my little silicone earplug. I just used a piece of release paper and I put it in here and I just smashed it like you would like a putty, and I've just been using this, and I can literally diamond paint with this all day and not change it, and it still works. It's the best thing ever. Oh my God. So thank you very much, Sandy. This was awesome. And I will link her in my description box below. So yeah, I completely give her credit for this. It's the best thing ever. I love it. Like, where have you been my whole life? So I think I have found my favorite putty to use. I like all the colored putties. Like, I make putty. I prefer this to what I make. I mean, even though I don't get the pretty colors and the pretty smells, I don't know if you could like zhuzh this up with color and smell and not mess it up. I don't know. I'll have to try it one of these days just to experiment with it. But how it works is the bomb. Not gonna lie, it's great. It's my new favorite thing. Oops. Oh, that's right. So yeah, it's funny. I feel alive now, which is, I guess, better than I was. I had completely lost my voice last week. I could whisper really loud. That was it. Now I just sound kind of croaky, but at least I can talk. kind of awful to, like I go to work and I have no voice. And, part of my job, I have to talk to nurses and stuff, but, they're pretty good with me not having to repeat myself a whole lot. And I swear I've been working with some of these people so long, it's like they know what I want. I don't even have to say a whole lot. But, you have to talk to parents and everything else, and I just had no voice. It was pretty awful. So at least I have that now, which is good because I have to go back to work tomorrow. But it'd be alright. I just hope I don't get that gross cough that hangs on forever. I don't really. It's funny, I didn't even really. I wasn't coughing that much at all when I first got sick. I just started sneezing, and I'm like, oh, allergies or something, whatever. And I just kind of blew it off. And I noticed in my throat was felt kind of gross, but I'd been sneezing, and I'm like, oh, just kind of drippy, and you know how it is, without being gross, you know how it is. So I just kind of blew it off. And then I went to bed one night, and I woke up the next morning, and I had zero voice. My voice was gone. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's that. But I didn't feel bad. My throat hurt, but I didn't feel sick. And I wasn't even really sneezing that much, and I wasn't even that congested or anything, just my throat hurt. And I'm like, okay. So, in true medical professional fashion, I just blew it off. Like, okay, whatever. I didn't start feeling sick until I had already been like a couple of days with no voice. Then my entire body hurt. Oh my God, my whole body hurt everywhere. It's like I could barely move. It was terrible. I never really had much fever. I know one day I felt like I might have had a little bit of fever, but I didn't check it. Because, again, medical professional, just ignore it. It'll go away. It's okay. It'll go away. And it has pretty much gone away. It just, I just took some Dayquil. Just kind of wrote it out, So I don't really feel bad anymore. I do have a little bit of a cough now that I didn't have, which I think is weird because I was never really super congested or anything. I don't know where this little cough came from, but it's not super irritating, So I imagine it'll go away eventually. And my voice is coming back, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, I don't know what it was. Some virus. I'm sure. You get these summer colds. Yeah, I think everybody in my house was sick. I honestly think it started with my nephew, because my nephew, a couple of weeks ago, told me that his throat hurt, and I actually got him something for his throat. He wasn't, too sick. His throat hurt. And he was kind of a little congested for a couple of days, and it passed. And then I was the first one that showed up with no voice. And by the time I figured out that I probably had just, summer cold or something, at that point, my husband and my sister both started sneezing too, and I'm like, oh well, okay, that's done. I mean, I've already obviously passed it around our house. Everybody's pretty much better. My sister's still a little snotty and coughy, but not too bad. And I mean, usually if somebody's going to get super sick, it's going to be her. And she hasn't. So I don't think it was anything terrible. My husband felt kind of trashy for a few days, but he's feeling better too. So whatever it is, it's passed on. So I mean, I can't complain. I rarely get sick. So I can't complain too much. I guess it was my turn. I hardly ever get sick. I have, but you know, I get every year I get the shot for, I mean, I get flu shot, COVID shot, everything. Sorry, hang on. Oh, sorry, I needed a drink. Yes, I mean, I get that every year. Just because, you know, I mean, the nature of my job, I can't be having, you know, those kind of things at work. So I do, we do get, you know, I do get vaccinated every year. And so I rarely get sick. I mean, even though, like, even just with my, you know, not feeling great, you know, just like when I lost my voice and stuff at work, even though I'm sure I was fine to be at work, but, you know, just to be cautious, I really, you know, very much limited how much close contact I had with any patients or anything like that, and just, you know, just wear a mask. You know, it's not a big deal, of course. Just wear a mask when you need to, and just to protect your people around you. And so, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But I do get vaccinated every year just because of work. So because of that, I hardly ever get sick. So I can't complain too much about it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this thing is so sticky. I will leave a link down below for this canvas, of course, which I usually do. Oh, hang on, I have a little more wax in here. I like this canvas itself. It's pretty nice. But I expect nothing less from Coodeals. I haven't actually gotten anything from them that I have been unhappy with. Really haven't. And it is one of my favorite low budget to go to. This has been interesting to do. I think it's going to be super cute when it's finished. It's kind of hard to tell that you're not getting the great sparkle out of this right now. No, yeah, changing the light angle doesn't even really help it. Because, you know, I've got a light pad behind it and everything. It's kind of dulling some of the sparkle while I work on it. I think when I finish this, I'm going to take it outside and, you know, like put it out in the sun to take a picture of it. So I can really get the sparkle of it. I think it'd be pretty. I think the next one that I'm doing is a Dreamer Design square. I think it's square. I'm pretty sure it's square. Halloween canvas. So I'm excited to start that one. It is so cute. Well, I unboxed it very recently. It's going to be cute. It's got, you know, quite a bit of AB in it, and I think it's going to be pretty. I even got, dang it, cat hair. I even got, I haven't bought a new pen. I'm trying to like, come on, Pam, do you really need another pen? I have so many pens. It's stupid. I have so many. It's embarrassing how many I have. Oops. Stop dropping that. And like, okay, that's an excuse to buy a new pen. So I don't know. I have a cute purple one. I'll probably just use that and not buy another one that I don't need. But I had to buy something because, you know, your girl likes to shop. So I got, let's see, I'm trying to figure out, I've got, okay, I've got the cutest, like, what do you call those, cover minders that I bought last year that I'm gonna use again this year. Here, matter of fact, let me show you. I have it sitting over here. Look at this girl. How cute is she? Oh, where's my camera? Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? And her little pigtails move. This little voodoo doll. And it's a cover minder. So I will be using her. And I also have, from the same Etsy shop, what did I do with it? Oh, I think it was over here. Yep, there you are. This crazy looking cat. I love it. It's also a cover minder. So I'm probably going to use those. But, you know, your girl likes to shop. So I also bought, I mean, there are some of the sponsors of this event have released a few things. So I did get, where are you? This little cover minder. Look how cute. Where's my camera? Oh, isn't that the cutest thing in the world? There. That's the name. That's the Etsy shop that I bought it from. And I will put this down also in my description. So I will be using that. Also, girl, but you know, I can't stop. I just can't stop. I ordered a new tray. You know, I love my Forever Young tray. But girl, I was so tempted to start using this tray that I just bought. It's Bijou Bliss Designs. There she is. And I will link her down there also. Because you're getting a sneak peek. I'm not using it right now. But I will show this when I start my Halloween canvas. Look how cute that is. Oh, could you just die? Look, and sorry, a piece of plastic. It says on there, Drills and Jills 2025. And this lid is held on by magnet. So it doesn't just fly off, right? And look how nice and deep this thing is. And which is good because, you know, I mean, I throw stuff everywhere. And then to empty it, the stopper is right here. Just pull it out. Girl, that's also got a magnet on it. Can you see that? That holds it in place. I'm like, what? Yeah. I can't wait to use this thing. I might have to go check out what other kind of tray she has because this is nice, not gonna lie. But I'm not using those now, but I will drop the link down below. I will be using those on my next project for sure. So I'm excited about that. You guys have any plans for your Halloween canvases or fall canvases, or what you doing? I know several of the channels that I hang out in are doing all kinds of little themed diamond painting. I love that. You know, it doesn't always have to be like a big event with prizes. Those are fun, you know, and the one I'm going to be doing next is one of those. But honestly, the chances of winning anything are super slim just because so many people participate in it, and I don't do it really for the prizes. And that's a nice perk, but that's not really why I do it. I do it just for the fun of doing it. But I really like just doing like themes for the different channels that I'm in, and just sharing that with everybody. And sometimes you get lucky in some of the different channels that you're in. The themes kind of line up, so you can apply them to more than one channel. So that's always nice. But I know, like, I do hang out a lot in like Lazy Retired Granny's channel, and she's always got some themed stuff going on that people work on. And she puts so much work into that. She's got even a big notebook where she keeps track of who's working on what, and she like shares pictures and everything with the whole channel during her videos, so it's fun. Our channel's pretty great. Matter of fact, I will link her down in the bottom too, even though I'm sure a lot of you guys already know who she is, but I will link it down there anyway, just in case you don't. And Diamond Grandma always has something going on. Tita always has something going on. Several of the channels I hang out in have usually some kind of something going on, and that's always fun. So there's usually something you can kind of hang with people and do. It's funny because, diamond painting, it's kind of like a solo thing, because most of us are, in our homes working on it. We don't usually have get-togethers where people do it, which would be so fun. You know what? If I had people local to me that every now and then wanted to get together and like work on a project for a couple hours, girl, I would be there. I think that would be so awesome. But we have this wonderful internet online communities, and it's kind of the same. You can kind of sit at home and relax and do your thing, but still be social, and kind of share what you're doing. And it's one of the reasons I love talking to you guys. I mean, you guys give me some great ideas about stuff. It's like, oh my God, I never thought of that, or I didn't know that, or I'd love to see what y'all are working on, because it might just be something I want to check out. So I do like that part of the community of it. It's fun. Not to mention that, honestly, squirt diamond painting keeps me sane. It does. Absolutely keeps me sane. So, really easy to kind of zone out on it. See, these are fitting really pretty nicely. I mean, I haven't found where they don't, like, there's not a lot of gapping in there. Do they look perfectly straight? No. Because I've kind of tried to be mindful to put, like tuck smaller ones in next to bigger ones, kind of like that. But honestly, I don't really notice it, that they're not super straight. I don't. I mean, it doesn't bother me enough, I guess, I don't know, to notice it. So I think it's going to be cute. I don't always seal my paintings. I don't know, what do you guys do? Do you guys seal all of your paintings? I don't. If I'm going to frame it behind glass, I don't seal it. Because you know why? The glass is going to hold it. It's fine. And Usually when I frame them behind glass anyway. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know that I'm going to frame this. I might not. I haven't decided yet. So I'm just wondering, for any of you guys who've worked on crystals, things like this, if you seal it, does it dull the shine? Because I mean, to me, that's the whole point of having a crystal canvas, is the sparkle to it. And I would hate to dull that. So if you do seal them, what do you use? Anything in particular? I used to just use like the regular, like just Mod Podge, even the spray Mod Podge. And I've had like several people tell me that it does dull over time. So I'm trying to get away from using that and trying to decide what to replace it with. As a matter of fact, what did I buy? Hang on, let me turn around, see if I can find it. Yeah, I bought this just the other day. I'm not familiar with the brand, but supposedly it's transparent and gloss, and it's made for diamond painting, sealing. So I thought I would try it. So yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me. Because I think I do want to seal this. I just don't want to lose the shine. Because that's kind of like my whole point of doing this. Oh, I got a hitchhiker in there. It's the wrong color. All right, here, get out. I'll put you somewhere else. Oh my God, I'm telling you, this is the best putty I've ever. I love this. I don't think man, I would be hard pressed to buy something else because this stuff is awesome. I've had it in my pen for a couple of days, and it's just it just keeps going. That's awesome. I love it. So let's see, what else has been going on besides me being sick? Nothing really. But you know, my life is boring. I go to work, I go home. That's about it. Nothing really much going on around here either. One of the things that's been annoying me so much is San Antonio. Oh, God love them. San Antonio is, I mean, just growing at such a huge rate. It's already big. We are actually, I think, the 7th largest city in the U.S. So, yay for us. But the road structure wasn't made to handle that. Okay, so they are constantly doing road work here, constantly. And this part of Texas, that central corridor, like between, like, say, San Antonio and Austin, is super heavy traveled. Heavy traveled. I have friends who live in San Antonio and work in Austin. Okay, so it is super heavy traveled. And the freeways just, aren't big enough to cope with it all. I get it. So they're constantly working on the freeway system. But of course, they've been working on the freeway at the hospital that I've been at I've been at the same hospital for the last 3 months. So, and it kind of like goes like through like downtown and then up 35 that way to get to the hospital I've been at. Oh God, the traffic. They have half of it shut down every morning. So, you have to leave early. It's like, okay, whatever. So the last day I worked, it was backed up even further than normal, and I'm like, oh my God, what is going on up there? And it turns out that they had still half the freeway blocked off, but they had the opposite half blocked off from what had been blocked off before. And they had all of this morning commute traffic on half of 35 squished down to one lane. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm on the freeway and I'm like barely moving. And then at some point I thought, okay, just at the next exit, just get off and I'll just drive through downtown and I'll take all these little downtown San Antonio is full of one-way streets and it's like real windy. And I'm like, whatever, I'll just go through downtown and I'll make my way that way. And apparently some other people had the same idea. So there were like a whole bunch of us. And they're doing, of course, construction on the roads downtown. So it was awful. I was like 15 minutes late to work. And I ended up texting my person that I was relieving. And I'm like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I said, I'm getting there as fast as I can. So yeah, either I'm going to have to find a new way to get to work that just avoids the freeway. And I think I've figured out a way to go for a while, because it's going to be a mess for a while, I'm afraid. So yeah, I was so frustrated. They're constantly working on the roads here. It's just it's ridiculous. They were trying to put part of one of our major, like we have two big loops around San Antonio. We have like the 410 loop, which is like the kind of inside loop, you know, and then 1604 loop, which goes like around the city that way. They were trying to make part of the loops into toll road, like toll lanes, and so many people complained about it, you know, about having to pay the toll. And I'm like, man, you people just need to shut up. Like, you know what, you don't want to pay the toll, don't get in the toll lane. I have to pay a toll to get to work and I get to work faster, girl, I'm paying it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But so many people complained about it, but they haven't done it. But I'd be like, yes, me please. I'm fine with it. I don't care. Anything that gets me to work faster, so I don't have to leave my house at the butt crack of dawn, you know. But I mean, I do anyway. I have to leave my house so early. But I get it. Not everybody's willing to pay an extra $1. But you know what? They just don't get in the lane if you don't want to pay it. Those of us that are willing to pay it for the convenience of getting to work earlier, let us have our lane, man. Let us have it. I still keep thinking eventually they're going to have to. So many of the bigger cities have toll lanes. I mean, you just have to do it. I know every time I drive through Houston, I'll get on the toll. That's fine. I'll pay it. It's faster. I actually have a toll tag on my car. You know, for any times that I'm like driving in Houston or, you know, if we go up through Dallas for anything. Yeah, so I don't have to like stop at the little toll booths. I just have a toll tag on my car. So I would be fine with it. I don't know, do you guys have toll lanes where you live? How do you feel about it? At least like an HOV lane, you know. That would be good. I mean, if you have more than one person in your car at a time. Wouldn't help me when I'm going to work, but would help me just when I'm driving around the city if I have somebody in the car with me. Ouch. We had part of the freeway that I get on, like close to my house. they were working on a few years ago, expanding it. And would you believe that construction completely was halted because somebody found a spider, okay? A single spider. And my understanding, it was just the one that they found, but it's like some kind of like an endangered spider. Completely shut down the whole construction because of the spider. Girl, build the road around it, whatever. Move it, just put him in a glass and move him, whatever you got to do. But they shut down the entire construction of this freeway, and to see if he had any friends living there. Turned out there was not. It was just that one spider right there. And then, girl, they had to, I found out they actually had to kill the spider to identify it. That's the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your life. You stop the entire construction of this road because of this one spider, and then you kill it anyway. Yeah, that made zero sense to me. And I'm like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And they just recently picked up working on that, because that is part of the freeway system that like goes into 1604, which is that big loop that goes around, and traffic gets really like hung up where we merge onto 1604 there, and they were making they're widening that part of the freeway and making like a little flyover right into it, so it would be not so backed up there. So they're finally working on that again, but I thought that was so stupid. I mean, I like spiders fine, but oh my God, just shut down everything and then you kill it anyway. He would have been better off if you would have put him in a glass and just moved him somewhere and let him live out his little best spider life somewhere else than putting him in like testing and murdering him anyway. It's just so stupid. Anyway. Let's see. How long have we been on here? Oh my gosh, I have been like rambling on for way too long. So I think I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, here, just let me fix it. Oh, look at me, I'm just dropping drills everywhere. See, it's an excuse to use that other tray. All right. I'm going to work on this. I'm definitely be able to get this piece here finished today and hopefully move on into the other one, because I really do want to get this done. Oh, excuse me. Thank you guys so much for putting up with me sounding all horrible. I appreciate you. I appreciate your patience while I didn't post. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to hear me anyway, trust me. It was pretty bad. But thank you so much for your patience and your consideration, and thank you for just listening to me ramble through this WIP and Chat. I do plan on posting I have some unboxings to do. I have at least 2 new companies to me that I'm going to be unboxing some stuff for. So I will probably film those today. I think I have like some more Temu stuff I need to unbox too and get it out of my stack of things to open. Yeah, so I will get those done today too. So my next few videos are going to sound kind of rough. Sorry. But I do want to film today because I do have to go back to work tomorrow, and you know how it is, girls, So yeah, I think this is going to be so cute. I'm happy I did this, but I'm going to be happy when I'm done, for sure. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. And thank you so much for listening to me ramble this morning. I appreciate you. I will put links to all of the stuff that I showed you down below, just in case you want to go check them out. I'll put a link to the canvas. I'll put a link to the tray that I was using. I'm definitely going to put a link to those earplugs because, Sandy, thank you. That best thing ever. It's been great. And yeah, I think I'm good. All right, you guys. So sorry. Have a great rest of your day. Be blessed, be safe, be happy, and be all the great things. And I will see you guys later. Bye.